One does not become enlightened by imagining features of light, but by making the darkness conscious. Words by Carl Jung. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by again. If this is your first time here, welcome to the channel dedicated to growth and development. In today's video, I'll be doing an update video to my shadow work video. If you have not checked that out, you'll need to do so in order to fully understand what's going on inside this video. That will be the first link that you see in my description box, so go and check that out and then come back to this one. I know that you'll enjoy this video, so please remember to subscribe, leave a comment, like and share, and join the family. So basically what I'll be doing today is I'll be giving you or helping you with steps that you can take when you start your shadow work journey, as I found it a bit difficult to pinpoint exactly what I wanted to do because there were so many things. So I decided to put them in what I'll call two groups. So there are about 25 of them, but I divided them into two groups. You can start with whichever group is best for you. Once you find it comfortable, you can also take things out of one group and put them together and work with them as best as possible for yourself. I wrote the things down in order to remember them all, so I will be looking down in order to just give you them. So let's go. So in my first group, I have do a social media detox. And you might be saying why, but sometimes we are so distracted by the things around us that we forget ourselves and find ourselves comparing ourselves, that we are unable to focus on the things that are important. This video is going to be very vague, so if you want me to go in details with each, fine, but for now I'll just be listing them so you can work with them and do your own research if you find that it is very informative. Next thing is locate, where you spend and invest your time. This is very important. Sometimes we don't even realize where or who we give our energies to, why we are feeling a certain way. Number three is find the things that make you uncomfortable. Why they make you uncomfortable? Who are you around when you feel uncomfortable, right? Things that you like and don't like. There are instances where you used to like something, and because you used to like it, you stick to it now, knowing that you have outgrown that thing. That's very important to know so that you can change whatever you need to change. There are also cases where you won't know exactly what you like, and it might sound weird because you have outgrown so many things. And sometimes you just need to go out and explore and play a little bit with the things that you used to like and the things that you never used to like, in order to say, okay, I like this now, or I don't like this any at all. Learn the difference between intuition and fear. And this one speaks particular to me because I realized some things that I've done is really not out of intuition, it's out of fear. And I really didn't realize it. But it's very easy for you to get them mixed up. So learn how to identify your fears and your intuition, and learn how to follow intuition. That's a big thing. So the next one is list the processes or the phases that you feel have, as human beings, say things have broken us and things have made us. So what has made you stronger, and what has helped with you reaching a breaking point in life, feeling that you're not worth it, feeling that you're useless, you're not good enough. What are the things or the phases in your life that has contributed to that particular feeling or those particular feelings. Learn to let go of negative thinking, and I think this is one of the hardest ones because it's in your head and it's not something that you can just say, all right, stop. It's something that is a habit that you have built, and in the same way that you took time to build the habit, it's the same way that you will take time to get rid of the habit, because that's how the brain works. You taught your brain to do something, and now you have to go through an unlearning process, which is very difficult for a number of persons. So learn to stop or let go of negative thinking. That's going to take some time, just like all of these. If you have not watched my video on how to break habits, I'll link that. That will be the second link in the description box below, just in order to aid you with any help that you might need. That's going to be there. So the next one is let go of the things that you cannot change. And the thing with this one is that a lot of the times we have centered our lives around the mistakes that we have made. So if we remove the mistakes and the experiences that we have, we don't know who we are, because we have built a foundation on those stuff. So it's like a basically starting over point for a lot of persons. The next one is locating your good and your bad habits, and this is where a number of persons can get very biased with what they're gonna say, but it is important in order to heal, in order to learn, in order to grow. We must be unbiased with realizing what we need to improve within ourselves. So letting go or identifying bad habits and our good habits, the pros and the cons of what we do, is going to be very important on this journey. Learn to let go of guilt and resentment. Now, first, as I said before, you have to identify why you feel uncomfortable, why you feel a particular way about a particular thing. That will be extremely important. If you can't do those, you will be very unable. You'll be unable to do whatever you need to do for the guilt and resentment area. You have to be very unbiased. You have to locate where you were wrong in situations, which a lot of persons are unable to do. Yeah, you need to do a lot of that. So reflect on your childhood. So all of the things that I have just said or listed, they're basically I basically pick things out of looking at for your childhood trauma in order to heal from childhood trauma. There are some things that you will be unable to do by yourself, so you might need a therapist. Please get the help if you need it. If you reach a breaking point where you cannot be by yourself, don't let anybody tell you that therapy is for children and therapy is for people mad, like psychiatrists, because I think people get them mixed up a lot of the times and they do two different things. So I think that is very important. If you need the help, get the help. Reflect on your childhood. How did you feel when you were a child? What made you feel that way? You know, outgrow things. But there are a number of things that will always live on us from our childhood experiences, and that is very important to know. Question your limiting beliefs. Why do you feel that you cannot do something? Why do you feel that with all the resources that you have, or the limited resources that you have, you are unable to achieve something? Is it that you have fed yourself with negative thoughts, or is it that somebody has said, all right, you know, say you can't achieve this or you can't achieve that? Why have you been in the mindset to limit yourself? Why are you limiting yourself when you have all the resources that you need, which is actually your mind? People in the past that you have hurt and has hurt you. Now, this is going to be a difficult one for a lot of persons, because a lot of persons will be able to jump on the board and say, Tom hurt me, John hurt me, Brianna hurt me, Britannia hurt me, but they'll be unable to identify, you know, say me hurt Britannia, me hurt Tom, or I hurt John. So it is basically about being very unbiased. You cannot only look at persons that have hurt you, but you have to look at what you have done to persons. Because just like when you say they have hurt you, they are saying that you have hurt them as well and they want to move on. So sometimes there are some bonds that you need to fix. There are some bonds that you will need to let go because they're not serving you. But this is what needs to be done, and you have to be very unbiased, open-minded in order to heal. Because if you're stuck in your own way or your old ways, then there's no sense and there's no purpose in doing shadow works, and that's just how it is. I have come to the end of my part 2 of my updated shadow work journey. If you did not check out part 1, the link will be the first one in the description box below. The second link will be a link on breaking habits, since that will be very helpful in guiding you to get through shadow work unbiasedly with an open mind. Please stay tuned for part 3 of this video, where I will go in depth, or I'll give you a brief outlook on this other 15 or 12 steps that you can take while doing your shadow work journey. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend.